everybody, we're back for another video, and if you saw my video from just the other day, you will have seen me unbox this beautiful Mystics Little Gifts and Company MLG & Co. It's either Sunshine or Sunrise, but it is this beautiful orangey pumpkin color, and someone asked if I had a leather similar to this, and actually I do, but it's not from Anna. This notebook is a Foxy Fix that I got, oh my goodness, a year or two ago, and it is their Wildflower, and it's, what's it called? Sedona, Amber, I don't know. It's one of those. And since I got this, I decided to move my weekly journal, my weekly insert that I journal about in here. Yeah, here we are. So as you can see, it's kind of thickened up a little bit. I have a new light and a new setup and everything, and we're just gonna test it out and see how's it goes. I'm still using my old stand for I use my iPhone, but I have a new ring light, and I think it's going to be a great thing to have during the winter months, because like, look at all this light. Anyways, so this is the standard rings. And you'll see it's an A5 set of rings in a leather notebook, and it has two pockets. And you can, get like card slots in them. There's other ways that you can personalize this, but I don't use those card slots. If anything, I'm gonna put like ephemera and stuff like that inside of there. So one thing you'll notice is I actually have quite a bit of stuff in here, and you're thinking, but there aren't inserts yet for this. Well, Rochelle at Scrapcraftastic, she has created a weekly insert and a monthly insert, and I printed her weekly insert, and I love her weekly insert. So I'll show you what they look like, but I'll also link them on her webpage where you can get them for like under $4. They're undated, and you can print as many as you want to your heart's content. And also, if you wanted to, you could fold them in half and use them in a standard narrow traveler size notebook, which, they're multifunctional, so that's great. So this first thing you'll see right here is an old Foxy Fix dashboard. So all I did was cut it in half, and I punched it with my 6-hole punch, which someone has asked, which type do I have? I used to have a Rapesco, but I had the old Rapesco that only cut pocket and personal inserts. But then when I got my A5 and wanted to try A6, I needed something else. So I got this on Amazon. It's by Workline, but it looks exactly like the Rapesco, where you have, A5, 51 millimeter, 38, and 19. So this one is A5. And one thing that's nice about this is it does have this guide here for your paper. Like, that's the guide for A5. So yeah, it's a great device. I know they have other ones, like they make them in pink and whites and lots of pretty colors. I just went with black because it was the cheapest. But yeah, about 10, 12 bucks, I think is what it was. Wasn't expensive at all. So this is a Foxy Fix dashboard, and this is the old type that has the full slat pocket, and so you can put items in there, you can, put vellum, you can put acetate, you can put, pretty paper, And then you can also put, like I did, this is one of the Target dollar spot pockets that I put on the front. And then this right here is a plant that I took a photo of, and I decided to turn it into a dashboard. And this is a lot of these things that I have in here, I've created a Dropbox folder where you can download them and use them to your heart's content. They're narrow size, traveler's notebook size, so you can put them in a traveler's notebook, you could put them in, you know, your dashboard covers, you can do with them what you want, and they will have crop lines for cutting, so, and bleed, they'll have like bleed over too. And then this, I had some post-it notes on here, but they're not there anymore. So this right here now, you'll see, is another Foxy Fix dashboard. And this is one of the petal pockets. So I'm kind of using these as dashboards because I don't have any, or like dividers. I don't have any dividers made. And they actually multifunctional. Here is another dashboard that I made. Autumn is upon us. Both of these are on in that Dropbox. Some post-it notes on the back. This is from EO Edits. Planning routine, month, week, day, and this originally was in the personal size. So in order to get it to be close to the standard insert size. Now, that's one thing that's a little bit different. The standard Midori Traveler's Notebook or narrow size is 4.33 by 8.25. And Anna has been making inserts that were 8 by 4, just so that way, you know, there's clearance room. But what you'll notice is this is 8.25 by 4.25, and it fits in here fine. So if you wanted to, you could take a traveler's notebook, cut it in half, punch it, and put it in here, and it will fit. Now, of course, the more inserts you have, the more it's going to creep towards the cover. So all I did was, this was personal size, and I printed it at 116%. And then followed the crop marks, and I made it roughly 8-ish by 4-ish. Now these monthlies I've had for a long time. These are the paper, I think it says at the very back. Maybe not. Yes, paper and cats. And these are the inserts that I have in my Filofax, my personal Filofax. See, here we are, September. And they're the exact same insert. This is a personal file that I printed at, what was it, 116%. And cut it the exact same way I cut this. And I have my month on 2 pages. Now you'll also see I have this insert here. It's a month on a page with important dates. It's got your like 3 top priorities for the month, and then like a bucket, it could be a bucket list or like a monthly to-do list. And that also is personal size. I had them, here they are. And I was gonna maybe use them for my no spend, low spend, or tracking bills, and then like there weren't enough lines, and so, but then I thought, well, we could do that back here, but the circles. So what ended up happening is I put them in the insert in my personal, and ended up not using them. But I like the way they look, so I printed them and put them in here as well. So I have the Paper and Cats month on 2 pages, originally for the personal rings. Then I track our bills, and then I have the EO, oh no, that's Infinite Lotus, sorry, Infinite Lotus. Month with important dates and bucket list. So that's what we have in here. Then here we are in the middle of the month, and you'll see I have a piece of laminate that I had after working on some project, and so I cut it to size, 6-hole punched it, has a little bit of a tab so I can see it. And one thing that's nice is this actually can hold, you know, post-it notes to the side, or your smaller ones. Or what's nice is you can just have it be your page guide, so you can quickly flip to the middle of the month, and it, since it's clear, it doesn't cover anything, so you can see what you have on your month. Then, so I have these all the way through December. There's the December, and then there's an extra blank page. And then I have the other end of that Foxy Fix dashboard with the pocket. All I did was cut it in half and hole punch it. Here is another dashboard. And this is my word of the year, balance. A condition in which different elements are equal or in proportion. And I just did a little leafy thing and then printed that up. And then this right here, let me take this out and see what I mean. Here you can see the other page. This came with my A5 Filofax in the Ochre Malden, and see how it blocks part of the page which you're covering? Why here, this doesn't, and that's kind of nice. So let me take that out. So this is Rochelle's week on 2 pages. There's like a notes spot, which I've been tracking orders that we have out for different things. Like we had a new kitty box enclosure coming and a ring light and other stuff. But they have the days of the week, but it's undated. So all you have to do is put the date and then use them however you want. And it's a really nice setup. It's very easy to print. Monday is Yom Kippur, so we have a long day of fasting, which I need to start losing some weight. And lots of temple, which is going to be so weird this year because it's going to be online. It's so strange. But this is what it looks like, not filled in. There's your blank spot, and then you have the same amount of space for each day of the week, which I think is wonderful. And so I printed, I think, enough of them to last almost the end of the year. Here's another Foxy Fix, you can see, dashboard. Here's another little thing I did on Canva. I've been having a lot of fun with Canva. And then I printed some grid paper. This is the grid paper from the Paper and Cats monthly calendar. If you have one of her monthly calendars that has the 2 pages of grid in between each month, you can take that file and just print as much grid paper as you want. And that's what I've been doing. So I've got 20 or so pages of that. And then I have another dashboard, another back of a dashboard. Another one that I made in Canva, which is some pretty flowers. This right here came from EO Edits. It says the Planner Purge, the challenge. And it's, you know, like, talks about how to make sure you're utilizing your system well. And so it's there. It was one of her free printables. And again, this was a personal ring size file that I printed at 116% and then cut down. Then the last thing I have in here is I printed my 2021 January through December calendar from paper and cats. So I will be all ready for next year. And then I have a few things here at the back. These are from Peanuts Planner Co. This is her untimed day on a page. I was gonna put these in my personal binder, but I had this still set up for A5, so I put them in here. And then I wanted to try Peanuts Planner Co. inserts, and this is her daily. And I printed them at 116%, followed the crop marks, and they fit in here perfectly. And then the last thing that I have is another Foxy Fix original dashboard with, you know, a pocket there on the side. And I put an adhesive pen loop on it, and I have another one of those Target dollar spot pockets here on the front, just to kind of show you. Come on. It's just that's also something I created that I had fun with. It has my morning, day, evening, weekend routines. Yeah, morning, PM, and weekend. Just having fun. Yeah, so some of the things that I have in the Dropbox folder, I'll show you. I have a couple extras in here that I haven't put in here yet. So all of these dividers, or not dividers, but all these dashboard photos I have. But I also have some others. Like here was the quote that went with my word of the year. Balance is the key to everything. What we do, think, say, eat, feel. They all require awareness. And through this awareness, we can grow. Koi fresco. And then I also have one with nothing. So if you wanted to print it on, say, like a vellum or an acetate, and you had like something you could layer behind it, it would look really pretty. And then this is the same thing, but a little bit lighter. Same thing with those frames. So those are all on there. Then I kind of got a little, started to have a little fun. And so sometimes people don't like things like these. Sometimes they like more practical. So I have these there. Daily, projects. This one says notes, monthly. Should be one more. And weekly. And you can print these on any sort of paper. These I thought of trimming, and then you could slip them in these Foxy Fix dashboards. Now these are the kind of the fun ones. So the first thing I want to show is I created a final quarter of 2020. So it has October, November, December. I printed it in this sort of a mustardy yellow to go with my color scheme for this, but I also have it in a couple of different grays. I have it in a neutral gray, and then I have it in a dark gray. I didn't print that though, because I didn't want to waste ink since I wasn't going to be using a gray, but you'll find it on the Dropbox. Then I had so much fun doing these. I created an October with some pretty leaves and a pumpkin, and it goes so well with this. And then I printed and made a November. Isn't that pretty with the acorn, the pumpkins, the leaves, the tree? Then I did a couple of Decembers. So I did a traditional December where it's a pretty green with a wreath, December 2020, and their Monday starts, their Monday starts, that's what I use. But there's never anything like Hanukkah related, and so I wanted my family and my Jewish friends to be able to have something. And so I made this cute little December with Happy Hanukkah and lots of there's the Torah, there's the Gelt, there's the dreidel, there's the Hanukkah, some of your sweets, there's a dreidel. Yeah. So I created those, and these are all going to be free on the link that I have down below in the Dropbox folder. And they're standard Midori size. So they're 4.25 by 8.25, and they all come with crop marks, so you can use your paper trimmer, or you can use like a ruler and a box cutter, or an X-Acto knife. You do that at your own risk. Be careful, don't cut yourself. But I just thought those looked so fun, and I actually had fun making them. So all of the ones in here and all of the ones here will be available in that Dropbox folder. So I just wanted to share a quick look at what I have going on in here. And I'm really looking forward to using this because I really do like rings. I really do. Ever since seeing my mother use her first Franklin Covey back in the 80s. And even my father had one too. I think they still have them. They have the zip around ones. One's blue, and then one's green, and I think they even have like a burgundy colored one. Yeah, so it's my love of rings and my love of standard or narrow or the Midori Traveler's Notebook size, and I'm just loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. So I will link, let's see, the things that I'm going to link for you because I talked about a lot. I'm going to link, first of all, where you can get this cover from Mystic's Little Gifts and Company. That will be linked. I will link Rochelle at Scrapcraftastic, her weekly insert, and I do know she has a monthly insert, so that will be coming as well. And all of these things that you can download and use in your notebooks or in your binders on my Dropbox folder. So there you go, just a quick little look. And if you have any questions, please, leave them down below, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.